So I have this set up for both foot and ankle. So I've got two lokes right here. One is an ankle, one is a foot.
Is it common to do both? Or is it usually one or the
It's
other?
not uncommon. I've done enough that it's usually either or, but it's not uncommon to do both. About 3 minutes, but I'm going to make it a short next, just so you can see the planning and setup. Again, all three planes, sagittals, coronals, axials. There's one oblique on the ankle. It runs right here, a tendon that runs right behind the medial malleolus and the lateral malleolus. Almost clipping his toe there. So I have all three planes here. This angle right here, this junction between these bones right here, this right here, this joint. Anybody know that joint? You guys, it's usually more for x-ray students, but this is called a mortise. And it's something that the doctors, when they look at your images, they're actually examining and looking at this mortise right here. So it's straight across and then drops down. There we go. What bone is this? Calcaneus. Yes. Good. That's a good sagittal right there. Again, I don't care about the overlap right at this point. So I'm focusing on the ankle. Good. All right. So first thing we're going to do is set up a sagittal ankle. And we set it up off this axial here. And slices are right to left, and it's angled with the calcaneus.
So you're setting up the sagittal on the axial?
Yep. We cross-check it here. See how it's way below the foot? Bringing that up. Okay. I don't like odd numbers. There. So I like my midline. See that bone right there where it comes across? That's a good spot for a landmark to know where it's at. 16. Make this a 1. And check our numbers. 8 and 2, minute 24.
Would you set it up correctly if you were just scanning the foot? Because then you're kind of clipping the toe, right? Because right there's
Well,
one
no,
that
no,
you-
no, yeah, a sagittal on a foot is completely different. Yeah, that's straight across. Yep, this is why we're setting this ankles, yeah. So the way we set up the slices on a foot versus an ankle is different. And I'll show you when we do the coronals and axials too. Really confusing. Because your planes change. All right, so the two sagittals are set up. Now we're going to set up a coronal. And that's set up off your sagittal. Okay, the thing I do is I put this at a little angle because there's that bone right there. It's not quite straight across. Remember I told you about that mortise angle? We want to get a really good view of that. But so we get it front. Okay, who knows which bone this is?
Which one are we pointing to?
Huh?
Can't see what you're pointing.
Oh, well, right on the screen. You're in the navicular. You have to be in front of the navicular. Okay? So you have to be in front of the navicular. I do a couple of slices in front. They've got 30 set up. You have to be past the Achilles tendon. And this midline around that joint space is a good spot. So let's actually just take a couple off there. This joint space right here is your good midline. Okay? We're always checking our images as they come up. Good and clean. Good. Okay, axial. Axial will also be set up off the sagittal. And your midline is running right about up the femur there. Usually it's not that high, so I'm going to take 4 slices off. Make it 30. There, make 30 slices. Again, you have to be past the navicular bone. Right in here, the next bone in front of it is called the cuneiform. Because when you do a foot or a mid or a forefoot, that's going to be covered. So make sure that's covered. Good. 37, 10. Can we get to 10? Ah, close enough. All right. Take that one, and I'm actually going to run that before the coronal. Good. Reason being, I want to check that bone again. Slices, so I can drop that down to 15. That's already good. Now, I'm going to bring this up. Remember I told you there's that tendon? On it. Well, you can kind of see it right here. Let's bring it up and see if it shows better on. There it is. Right here. that's where your oblique's going to set up on. So you basically, you're setting up slices at an oblique angle going this way, and I'll show you on this next one right here. So you kind of just mirror this joint angle right there, and you'll get that tendon angle. So just follow that right through there. And this is going to be just nice and straight here because you want both sides. All right, there we go. That's what I want to see. There, see how that bone is angled right there? That's the key to getting you a good mortise. So I can go now into my coronal. Thank you. Why is this acting up? That's weird. Let's come down here. There we go. So we're going to mirror that angle of that bone right there. Okay, that's weird. Why are they doing this? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Making sense so far? No? What's not making sense?
I'll wait till afterwards.
We'll go over it.
Yeah, because it's like the sequences that were up farther, so I'll wait till we're done.
What's that?
It's from the sequences that were up farther, so I'll wait till we're done to go back.
Okay. So after this oblique is done, then we're going to start doing the foot. The foot, I'm going to set up. There's two ways of doing it. Again, you can do the entire foot. You weren't here, but it's from heel to toe, or it's the forefoot, which is like that. So the toes got cut off. But again, it's pretty much from here forward, forefoot. Because the ankle's already covered, right? So you don't need the duplication. I'm going to scan these in, and these will be on canvas for you guys to look at. But you guys just did the foot and ankle. But it's good to have this to reference. So again, I'm checking that image. And again, that's that bone I'm looking for in that angle. And what that does, if you match that, it gives us that good view of the mortise where the femur comes down to, what's that bone that it meets, anybody? Talus, where it meets the talus, where those two meet. Then there's the joint space, and the radiologist specifically looks at that space, and that is called the mortise space. I've had doctors actually compliment you if you get a good mortise angle, because it's something very important for them to look at in pathology.
Is that a space that's commonly missed, like on x-rays?
No. As a matter of fact, they teach them how to specifically get a good mortise. It's called a mortise view.
Because when I was in high school, I broke my ankle, and the first x-rays they did, they didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And about a month later, they x-rayed it, and found it in that
Mid space. Yeah.
So is that the end of the ankle?
No, it was pre-scanning.
No, I mean like you've already prescribed them all.
Yeah, I've prescribed them, yes.